Guess whose community's brief romance with Donald Trump has quickly turned sour? The Arab American community. Yeah, it didn't take that long. Now, many Arab Americans were frustrated with the Biden-Harris administration's handling of the Gaza conflict, and its support for Israel had pinned their hopes on Trump as a lesser evil. But I guess it didn't take long for them to realize they'd made a grave mistake. Hello, my viewers, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, then do subscribe because you will love our content. And if you love our content, then please do give our videos a thumbs up by tapping on the like button. And be part of the commenters squad by sharing your thoughts, your views as well in the comment section down below. Now, the appointment of figures like Huckabee has left many Arab Americans worried and begging Biden to intervene. It's a stunning reversal and one that raises important questions about the political priorities of the Arab American community and the true intentions of Donald Trump. Now, in this video, we'll explore the story of how Arab Americans fell for Trump's charms only to regret it almost immediately. It's so soon, but yeah, it's happening. They are regretting that. I guess Trump did what he did to win them over. So with that said, let's check out these videos. I will be right back.
We are feeling a whole range of emotions as we process Trump's victory. Donald Trump is playing our communities, is playing American voters, is playing the Arab and Muslim community. And it is failed democratic leadership that is allowing him to do that. I mean, the folks who voted for Trump are not theoretical to me. The folks who voted for Trump are my cousins, my friends, people who were tasked with a very difficult, task of carrying a lot of grief and trying to do a politically savvy thing at the same time.
Well, no surprise that Dearborn Heights, and city of Hamtramck voted all for President Trump. I think that there were a clear indication that this community was truly upset, angry at the Biden-Harris administration.
This is so sad because it did not have to be this way.
And on Israel-Palestine, where in a place like Dearborn, we saw a lot of Arabs understandably frustrated and enraged by what Biden and Harris did to Gaza, armed Netanyahu. Some of them, and I interviewed one of the imams from Michigan, fell into the trap of thinking Donald Trump would be not as bad or equally as bad or better. And we're seeing with Huckabee, I mean, Huckabee, Joy, and your intro is so important there. He's not just to call him an extremist is an insult to other extremists. Right? He's so extreme, he makes Benjamin Netanyahu look more on Palestine. He makes George W. Bush look as a war and peace. In 2008, Joy, Mike Huckabee criticized George Bush for setting a timetable for withdrawal from Iraq. He wanted to stay in Iraq for longer. He's a big Iraq war guy. And on Palestine, as you say, he calls himself an unreformed, unapologetic Zionist. He believes God gave the land only to the Jews. He's a religious fanatic. He refuses to admit that there's a Palestinian people. He says there's no occupation, no settlements, no West Bank, only Judea and Samaria. He wants one state, a Jewish state, no Palestinian state. It's a disaster in many ways. Obviously, the Palestinians are already living through a disaster in Gaza, and then the West Bank, it's only going to get worse.
And now it's finally being reported that the Republicans are the majority in the House. Now, we know that some of the House Republicans have been nominated for positions in Donald Trump's cabinet, so that will open up House seats, I guess. But I guess it depends on the rules and the laws for that state that representative represents, because yeah, in some states there has to be a special election. In other states, a person can be appointed to that House representative seat. So, but in the end, one of the congressmen has made it clear they do what Donald Trump tells them to do.
There's no question he's the leader of our party. So now he's got a mission statement, his mission, and his goals and objectives, whatever that is, we need to embrace it. All of it. Every single word. If Donald Trump says jump 3 feet high and scratch your head, we all jump 3 feet high and scratch our heads. That's it.
It didn't have to be this way. It did not have to be this way. We tried to tell you. But from this point forward, I will be doing what you all told Black people to do. I believe I've said all that I've needed to say. So from this point forward, I will be keeping Palestinians' names out of my mouth. Good luck to you.
Hey, Arab men, good job. Or I would say Arab people, good job. Because you allow yourself to be used by Donald Trump. Donald Trump is an amazing businessman who knows how to make use of the opportunity and the situation around in order to win something to his own advantage. It is so sad when you look at this, and when you look at this, that Arab people voted in multitude for Donald Trump, especially in Michigan, for him to win. But you're gonna get it. It's gonna come. That is for sure. And when that roller coaster is, roller coasting you, and it's talking smack about you, and it's saying it's going to deport you, Muslim, we should not feel bad for you guys at all. Because what Donald did was making use of these people, letting them know that they're better than the Palestinian. Because if you guys know what it did to the Palestinian people, all this war started because, Israeli Prime Minister just, did what he has to do. I'm not saying what Hamas did is okay. I am against Hamas 100%. Hamas is not supposed to do what, they did on October 6th or 7th. I can't remember exactly. They are not supposed to do that at all. Well, why can't we just focus on the people that did this instead of the whole population, or the whole Palestinian population that is going through this? So Arab people know this, and they are voting for this man that demeaned them, this man that doesn't think Arab people amounts to nothing, this man that doesn't think, Muslim people are people that are supposed to be in America. But you can see them. They want the glory. They're giving them a plaque. They want to meet him. So we should not feel bad for them. When this administration is going to start in January 2025, and it's going to start all the shenanigans with them, please make sure we remember what these people did to their Arab, counterparts, and how they did not care, or how they are just, worshiping this man in order to get to where he is today. Donald Trump doesn't care about Jewish people. Donald Trump doesn't care about Arab people. Donald Trump doesn't give a crap about, black people. He doesn't, he calls Latino, garbage. He doesn't care about white people. All he cares about is to use white people in order to gain vote, in order to make them feel that they're superior than others, to use other Arabs to make sure, to let them know that they're better than, their Palestinian or their Yemeni brother. Use most, Jewish people, trying to, put them against each other. Use black people, promoting to them, comparing them to criminal because he has so many criminal cases, which actually is going to disappear now. This 4 years is going to be a life lesson for us all. Not only on this political, spectrum that we are right now, I think even in our individual lives, that we should be careful of people like this man called Donald Trump. Because we have so many people like that all over the world, that when you see them with their toxicity, just stay away. So Arab people, good job. Good job for pandering to the man that doesn't care about your people. All because you wanna, you wanna be pumping, you wanna be there, and you voted for this evil. I will not say evil will follow you, but whatever we all do, we have, the Almighty God to account to. I'm not saying, Harris is going to be the best, but for the man that demean you, the man that doesn't think that you guys amount to nothing, and you let him in. So, Arab supporters, good job. We'll see what he's going to do now. Right, we'll see what he's going to do, the peace that he's going to bring, how it's going to make you happy. And then when you're going to start complaining, we're going to tell you, we told you so. Everybody, on the MAGA camp now is happy. We told you so, we won. They won. But what's going to happen with a man that doesn't care? Because even with the MAGAs, he doesn't care. He's still going to start collecting from them. So when the time comes, we'll see. So you Arab people that voted for him, Isha Allah, we'll see how God is going to reward you. and pay you back.
I never did get this kind of logic. Just don't understand it. These are the people who negotiate like this. You can get half of what you want or absolutely nothing. And in fact, not only will you get nothing, I'm going to take everything that you have. So these are your options. You can have half or nothing at all. And then I'm going to take everything that you have. So what do you do? When I was a kid, I used to play at the park, and sometimes you would be winning, and the person would get upset, and they would take their ball and they would go home. So then nobody could play. Well, this isn't that situation. You're not going to take your ball and go home, because they're going to take your ball and your house and everything else. But that's a you problem. I don't care. No, sir.
Y'all, did y'all know that Starbucks holiday drinks are out? And for me, I feel like their croissant toasted is amazing. Yeah, so go out. Their holiday drinks, they're hitting. Go ahead and stop by. Check it out. And guess what? They have an app where you can get rewards as well. Free drinks, even birthdays. So you guys should check it out.
More breaking news. Donald Trump is picking former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee to be the new ambassador to Israel. Obviously a very important post, given what's going on over there. It's become apparent that there is one primary criterion that Trump is using to pick people to fill out his cabinet and other positions, and that is complete, absolute loyalty to Donald Trump. He clearly has no interest in listening to people who might have differing opinions from his. After all, he tried that last time, at least getting people into his administration that had not shown complete, absolute fealty to him. And those people, at least a great majority of them, have said that he is completely unsuitable to be president. What will happen with this new crop? Are they so loyal that they will simply do anything? Will he end up firing any of them because they make any kind of misstep or suggest that they're not on the same page with Trump at all times? Time will tell, but for now, expect more appointments like this.
I know I've been saying this statement a lot in my videos of late. F around and find out. But I guess this is the true definition of F around and find out, because, hey, they were warned, but hey, I guess they didn't just see the future. They didn't just see what was coming, but it is here now and it is non-reversible. They were so angry. They were so mad that they couldn't see what is ahead. They couldn't see it, but now that it's here, I don't even know what to say. Like, just a week after winning several of the nation's largest Arab majority cities, President-elect Donald Trump filled top administration posts with staunch Israel supporters, including an ambassador to Israel who has claimed there is no such thing as Palestinians. Imagine. Meanwhile, the two Trump advisors who led his outreach to Arab Americans have not secured positions in the administration yet. The selections have prompted mixed reactions among Arab Americans and Muslims in Michigan, which went for Trump along with all 6 other battleground states. Now, some noted that Trump's long-standing support for Israel and said their vote against Vice President Kamala Harris was not necessarily an endorsement of him. Others who openly supported him say he will be the final decision maker on policy and hope he will keep his promise of achieving an end in the conflicts in the Middle East. Really? Is he going to do that? I don't know. But yeah. Albert Abbas, a Lebanese-American leader whose brother owns the Dearborn Meat restaurant Trump visited in the campaign's final days, stood beside the former president during that visit and spoke in support of him. Now, he says it's too early to judge Trump and that we all need to take a deep breath, take a step back, and let him do the work that he needs to do to achieve this peace. I just want you to think about what the alternative was, said Abbas, referring to the current administration's handling of Israel's war in Gaza and its invasion of Lebanon. Now, he added, what did you expect from myself or many members of the community to do? Beyond promising peace in the Middle East, Trump has offered few concrete details on how he plans to achieve it. His transition team did not respond to a request for comment. Now, throughout the campaign, his surrogates often focused more on criticizing Harris than outlining his agenda and visuals of the conflict, with tens of thousands of unalivings collectively in Gaza and Lebanon, stirred anger among many in Arab and Muslim communities about President Joe Biden and Harris's backing of Israel. And a Pakistan American in Michigan who voted for Trump urged him to stay true to his campaign commitments to bring peace. "I'm disappointed but not surprised," he said. Now, this is the person who urged Trump to keep the promise he made to the people of Arab descent in Michigan. Now, those in the community with concerns have specifically pointed to former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee, nominated as Trump's ambassador to Israel. Huckabee has consistently rejected the idea of a Palestinian state in territories seized by Israel, strongly supported Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and opposed the two-state solution, claiming there really isn't such a thing as Palestinians, in referring to the descendants of people who lived in Palestine before the establishment of Israel. Now, while Huckabee has sparked the most concern among community members, other Trump cabinet picks have strongly spoken in Israel's favor as it targets Hamas following the militant group's October 7, 2023 attack, in which it unalived 1,200 Israelis and took hundreds more as hostage. Now, Florida Sen. Marco Rubio, nominated for Secretary of State, has also opposed a ceasefire in the war, stating that he wants Israel to destroy every element of Hamas they can get their hands on. Trump picked to be his ambassador to the United Nations, New York Republican Elise Stefanik, laid the questioning of university presidents over anti-Semitism on campuses. Now, she has also opposed funding for the UN Relief and Works Agency, which oversees aid to Gaza. The Republican Jewish Coalition, which organized for Trump in Michigan, has been outspoken in its support for many of Trump's cabinet picks. Sam Markstein, this group's political director, described the proposed lineup as a pro-Israel dream team, adding that folks are giddy about the picks. Now, he praised Trump's pro-Israel record as second to nobody. The days of these mealy-mouthed trying to have support in both camps of this issue are over, Maxton said. The way to secure the region is peace through strength, and that means no daylight between Israel and the United States. Now, among the reasons some Arab American voters supported Trump was that they believed his prominent supporters would be key in the next administration. And Massad Bowles, a Lebanese businessman and father-in-law of Trump's daughter, Tiffany, led efforts to engage the Arab American community, organizing dozens of meetings across Michigan and other areas with large Arab populations. Now, some sessions also featured Richard Greenwell, former acting director of national intelligence, who was well regarded by those who met with him. Neither him nor Greenwell has been tapped yet for coming administration, though Greenwell was once considered a potential Secretary of State before Rubio was selected. Now, Bowles declined to comment and Greenwell did not respond to a request for comment. Some people expected Trump to be different and thought Massad would play a significant role, said Osama Siblani, publisher of the Dearborn-based Arab American News, which declined to endorse a candidate in the presidential race. Now, he himself turned down a suggested meeting with Trump after the non-endorsement announcement. But now, people are coming to us and saying, look what you've done, Siblani said. We had a choice between someone actively pew-pewing and unaliving you and someone threatening to do so. We had to punish the person who was pew-pewing and unaliving us at the time. I don't even know what to say, but it's like we're watching this whole situation, unfold, and it's really getting more and more interesting by the minute. Some Arab Americans voted for Trump, thinking he would be a better choice, especially after the Biden administration's handling of the Gaza conflict. But now, with Trump's latest moves, they're starting to regret their decision. They're now seeing what a lot of us were seeing. We're seeing a pattern here. People thought Trump would be different, but he's just showing his true colors. And now Arab Americans are worried, very much worried. And it's not like they were not warned. Like, what did they expect? But hey, it is what it is. But do share your thoughts as well in the comment section. Thank you for watching and see you in my next day as we bring you another interesting video.